My name is Britta Mead Smith, and I am a member of Catalyst Theatre's 2013 Youth Advisory.
And I'm Nancy McAleer, and I am a member of the Soul Collector Ensemble.
So Nancy, you've worked with Catalyst Theatre before on their production of Frankenstein. How do you feel their process has changed or evolved since then?
It's interesting. I say that the actual rehearsal process is very similar because we're working with a new script, and so in terms of how rehearsals go, there's always new material coming in or being cut, or you know, reversing scenes being reversed in different orders, and that was very similar with Frankenstein as well. I would say the major difference is that the team is much bigger now. I think as the shows have grown since Frankenstein, that the team is sort of growing exponentially. So we did not have a vocal coach. We didn't have someone like Matt who was doing arrangements with the music. We didn't have a youth advisory, that's for sure. We didn't have like sort of a lot of extra people that, so it was a much smaller group. But so obviously that's I guess an indication that the company's growing and things are evolving in that sense.
Always frightened, always scared, always certain no one cares.
You're also working towards your MFA in directing at the University of Alberta.
Yes.
So how does that background and experience affect decisions you might make as an actor?
I've been acting for a much longer time than I've been directing. So in some ways I would say my acting process is, you know, it's kind of already in place, and in terms of directing I'm still working on that and exploring what that is. But I think one of the reasons why I did go into the directing program is that as an actor a lot of my choices were usually informed by the whole piece, and so I didn't generally just make choices based on my character or what I was doing. I would always take into account the whole thing and what other people were doing and how to adjust for other people, and I think that actually informs my directing more than the directing maybe informs my acting. I hope, I kept saying that I think this directing program is going to make me a better actor, but then when I come in I still do the same things that I always do. So I think there are certainly, seeing things from both sides of the table, it does inform things, but when you're in the moment and acting, sometimes you just are relying on your instincts and you're not thinking about maybe that thing you told yourself you were going to do next time you got into the rehearsal hall.
So you noted before that there's a lot more people involved in working on the projects now.
Mm-hmm.
So in terms of Soul Collector, if you could trade places with anyone in the cast or the crew, which job do you feel would be the most challenging for you?
What would be the most challenging for me is like what Eva Cairns does. You know, the marketing, the producing, the selling, like all of those things that for me would be, I would just freeze up. I wouldn't know what to do, and it would be absolutely terrifying to have to do that sort of thing. So I respect her and what she does so much. And if we were looking at in terms of the other, I certainly could not do what Brenda does at all. I mean, I could design something, it would have nowhere near the imagination and creativity that she brings to the project. So.
Great. It sounds like we've got a great team together for the Soul Collector, and I'm really excited to see what it looks like when it's finished. Thanks for taking the time to talk to me today.
Thank you. Thanks for asking me questions.